Excellent. Hello everyone. Today we will see how to enable IIS internet services on Windows 11. Okay, so how to enable this IIS internet service and how we can deploy uh, .NET applications on it. So this is the one that we are going to look on it. So for that, what we need to do, go to that options panel and here we need to search features. So you will find one option called turn Windows features on off. So we need to choose this one and go to the web services section. We can see there is a internet information services, and if you open that web management tool, worldwide web services. So this is the one that we need to look on it, and we can see there is a Windows service hostable web core. So this is not required for us for now. It is fine for us. Okay, so I am just opening these things, and we can enable these features by default. Whatever the things we required, we can use it, and we can elaborate and see what are the versions we can deploy those things. We will see. So if you wanted to ASP.NET 4.8 version, then we can apply these things, and if you want, we can check enable and see what are the options. So web dev, there is one way of deploying these applications. So if you need that also you can enable it. And what are the other features like login tool, HTTP login? So currently we need to have only that HTTP login. That is fine. And the remaining these things are good. So for security related things that we need to see, we are enabling only the request filtering. So if, for your case, whatever the possible things that you need, you can enable it on your server. So kindly be aware that in your production or any server that you will be used, so make sure that what is the functionality that you need, just enable that part. Otherwise don't enable apart from the default thing. So that is the thing that we need to see. So once you click OK on it, so it will start configuring the um, internet information service, that is IIS service. Once it is completed, we need to restart our PC. So once PC is getting ready, then we can see our application is up, and IIS is ready, and we can see we can deploy our code there. Okay, so that is the thing. So let me wait for this one to complete. And so in your production server, whatever the Windows servers you will be using it, so the same practice you have to follow it. So that is the thing. So we will wait for some more minutes to complete. So once it is done, then we can we can see the changes. Yeah, so the Windows completed the request changes, and so first what we'll do, we'll see IIS. So we can see this. So if you need, you can also restart the PC or server if it is required. So we can see the IIS information server is ready. So in my local machine, so this is the server name that I am using it. So we have a default site is enabled. So this is the one we can enable it. So if we go here and we can search localhost, so what it will return, it will return the IIS information service. So which means our IIS service is up and running. So I'm going here and I'm stopping this one. So if I stop this, then the local IIS service will not run it. So which means our enabled the part is working fine. So also I would like to explain you some of the things from this particular panel. So okay, here we have the default site. So this is our if, let's say in your server you have this IP address mapped to this server. So whenever it hits, so whenever you hit it, if it is a public IP, whenever the IP is hit, it will reach this default site and started serving this um, particular um, port. Okay, we can see the default one is http 80. Okay, that was the thing. So if you wanted to change or you want to configure it, you can click always click on this and you can see that part. So you need to go here to see the bindings. So this is one of the biggest and critical thing we need to look on it. Whatever the port or the type http type we need to enable, we have to mention it here. That is very important part we need to be considered here. Let's say we have IP, so I'm just using my local machine, so I put it as a star. So in the real case we will be ending with the public IP or private IP that your organization has. So you need to put it here, and for the port you can use it for http 0, or if other ports you need to utilize it, that your case. And for 443 for https, so that two bindings you need to add it. If you want to add, you can add it. Always you can add these bindings and these IP addresses, whatever you have, that you can you can use it, that. And if you want to bind some naming your domain.com, anything you wanted to add, you can add it here always. So that is the thing. So you can access it from directly these bindings, or you can right click this particular thing and you can see that binding. That's also possible way. And if you wanted to restart it, you can do it. Always do it from here, start, stop, and browse. uh, and here there is one more thing that we need to see it. It is the advanced settings. So we can see that application pool, right? So this application pool is the main part where it will create a memory for the website to run it, to run this particular thing. So what it does is it is isolating the website from that IIS server and make independent to work on it. So this is the default IIS pool, application pool you wanted to enable, or you can create a new application pool as per your need, and you can always uh, use it for your accounts. And also you can change these settings. And this is your physical server. So this is the default server path, and if you wanted to change it, you can always change to your preferred path. Okay, so this is the main these two are very important. But if you go here the application pool, and you can see, so if you wanted to create a new one, you can always create this one. And you can for the .NET versions, we can use it for .NET Core. You need to create .NET .NET Core app. So if you are using .NET Core application, uh, so you can create something like this, and you need to choose this .NET CLR version, no managed code for .NET Core apps. For others, you need to use it this one. So this is very important part that we uh, when we try to deploy .NET Core applications, so we need to use it. So once we created, and it is already be started, and it's integrated and it's ready. And so in case you are deploying a new change, and that change needs to be reflect automatically, you need to recycle. I mean you need to restart this, then it will work it. Okay, so yeah, so if you go to the bindings, and you can see this one, and here basic settings. So this is the same way. If you want to have a physical path, you can always add it if you want to use specific. This is a credentials, so when you are using it, it is better to go with IIS admin user. So that is always good in terms of some permission or whatever that part is required, and this is also is one of the things that you need to know by default. Okay, and also for the application pool you can change it as always. We can have it. So this is the one that we have created for our .NET Core applications. If you are deploying .NET Core application, then you can use it, utilize this part. Okay, so for now I just leave it as it is. And so these are the important things and major parts you need to be concerned when you go with deploying that applications in .NET Core. Okay, so thanks everyone.